Thousands of parents fed up with paying more for a family getaway during school holidays have signed a petition calling on the government to cap price rises. One angry parent said a 4-day stay in a British holiday park in June costs just under £600. A month later, in the summer holidays, the same trip costs almost £1,300. Another customer complained that a holiday to Gran Canaria more than doubled from £2,800 in May to almost £5,900 in the April Easter holidays. Well, with us, parenting expert Elizabeth O'Shea from the website Parent for Success, and James Brown, who is a partner at strategy and marketing consultancy firm Simon Kucher and Partners. Afternoon to you both. Elizabeth, what say you? Should there be a cap, do you think?
Something. Parents are being penalised every way and shape. It's really hard for parents to take their children away on holiday, and parents deserve to be able to take their children on holiday. They work hard all the year. This is something that they work really hard for, and it's so good for parents, but really hard when the holiday companies make it so hard. And now it's illegal for them to take their children out of school when it's not holidays. It's so unfair for the holidays companies to charge such high prices.
James, can a cap be implemented? Would it be legal?
I don't think a cap can be implemented. I don't think it works. It's not practical. If we look at the industry, it's global, it's very low margin, it's very highly competitive. We can't get to a position where the government is telling global companies what prices they can charge to UK consumers. We look at a typical holiday, it's made up of a number of components. It's made up of hotels, it's made up of cars, it's made up of flights. They're all sourced from all over the world. But more to the point, this won't work for consumers. It won't fix the problem. There's a limited supply. We can't magic up hundreds of thousands of hotel rooms and hundreds of thousands of seats on planes just for the school holiday period.
Elizabeth, yeah, it won't fix the problem. Wouldn't actually it be better for parents, for the education network, to be putting more energy into changing the school year and changing the government's attitudes to taking children on a holiday during term time?
This whole argument has arisen because of Michael Gove saying that it's illegal for parents to take their children out of holiday. It's illegal for a head to give 10 days discretionary holiday to a family. And when you think about it, every way parents are being penalised. Why should a parent have to lie about taking their child on holiday and say that they're sick? So many parents are having to do that, and you think it's illegal for a parent to take their child out. That's just not fair, and because of that, that's why this whole thing has arisen. But it's unfair, and somebody has to sort it out somewhere, because family holidays are vital for the stability of the family, for parents, for relationships, for all the things that children really need in life. That's when they have their happiest memories on holiday, and now even that's being taken away from them because of supply and demand, meaning it's too hard for them to get the holidays when they want them.
James, one of the things that's being talked today is the German model, where they have staggered school holiday periods in different schools in different areas of the country. But is the danger in doing that actually the holiday prices just go up for the whole year?
I think we have to look at what happens in the market here. If there is a cap in the half term, then the prices have to go up during the rest of the year to compensate for it. But if we can spread out that period, if we can deal with this demand side, if we can spread that out, then we can allow the holiday companies to make a reasonable amount of money during that period, rather than having to spike prices up very dramatically during a short, concentrated period. We also have to decide if there is a cap, how will holidays be allocated? Do we end up in a position where the government decides it will introduce a lottery to decide which families are allowed to go away together during half term? I don't think that's something that would be very popular with the British holidaymaker.
I mean, Elizabeth, you say how important a holiday is, but there is no need to see a holiday as 2 weeks in Tenerife or, 3 weeks in America. What's wrong with Cornwall, and what's wrong with the cheaper end that you can get in the school holidays?
Well, parents that are able to get those cheaper holidays do try, and it is about the quality of the holiday and the quality of the time together. It's also about thinking, do parents have a right to have some sort of holiday, and are the people that are going when it's not school holidays time entitled to go at such a cheap rate that the people who have children have to compensate for them going at the off-peak time? Why is that fair? Why is it fair to expect parents to work hard to raise children and to pay for people to have holidays off-peak for the holiday
Let me just bring James in on that. Does that happen, do you think, James, that the cheaper deals that you get the week before the school holidays, parents are paying for that later on?
I think you can look at it the other way as well, that actually other holiday makers are subsidising, they're keeping the holiday industry running. You've got empty hotels, you've got empty planes. The holiday companies want to do something to bring people towards them, to bring people in and make use of them. Otherwise, you'd have holidays that only existed during the school holidays, which doesn't really work for anyone.
OK, one final point then to Elizabeth. There's a debate in the Commons, but as most people acknowledge, that the debate actually should be going to what is acceptable to take your children out of school for, or perhaps alternating different areas for school holidays. What would your message to Mr Gove be?
I think what's really important is to stop penalising parents for wanting to give their children a holiday and for wanting to have family time. And you've got to sort it out one way or the other. Don't make it illegal for parents. Don't fine parents for realising the value of a school holiday when every parent in this country wants to have that discretion. They don't want it all the time, but occasionally they want that discretion to be able to take their children on holiday so that they can afford a holiday and have that special family time.
And James, your message to both the education sector and the holiday companies?
Effectively, don't introduce a cap, don't allow a cap. It's not going to work for consumers, it won't work for business, and it'll leave the British holiday industry uncompetitive. So think about the demand side rather than trying to control the supply side.
James Brown and Elizabeth O'Shea, thank you both for debating it with us.
Thank you.